live performances are essential to the experience. Looking at it on TV and everything, it doesn't measure up.
They did a lot of stuff that I usually don't hear a lot and turned it into something awesome.
I loved how the kids got so involved and inspired by the music. It's really fun.
To get a chance to talk and listen with, real working musicians who are some of their heroes, that's something they'll never forget.
In every lifetime of a kid, they need to go to the theater once, and then they can be inspired for all their lives.
This isn't just about a concert series or a list of events that you see on the calendar in your local newspaper. This is really about an organization that's embedded in the community, cares about the community, contributes to the community, but also gets so much back from the community it serves. We are a multidisciplinary presenting organization, a nonprofit, which means that we bring some of the greatest artists from around the world right here to Portland, Maine.
I think that the performing arts are really powerful, and that we should all get to be a part of them. It's really one of the great things that humans do.
First and foremost, an artist has to have the highest artistic quality, and then after that we look at how it will resonate in the community. Our goal is to really connect these artists with our community in a deeper way, so it's not just about what happens on stage, but we're also really interested in what happens off stage.
As many people as possible in this town get to have lots of access and lots of involvement in the performing arts.
Sometimes unexpectedly, which is really fun. We've had a string quartet in a grocery store, and sometimes very purposefully. With the schools, that's obviously a lot of intent there. So a lot of the work that we do, for instance, in the schools is all around arts integration, and that's really about using the arts as a tool to learn other subjects.
We generate study guides that give teachers lots of ideas of how to connect it into their own learning and teaching. As well as working as teaching artists, we come in and work with the kids and teachers beforehand and often afterwards to have them experiment with some of the performance ideas, write about it. We had people creating picture books. We had a chance to have them figure out how to perform a graphic novel. And then they got to see a professional company do the same idea.
They give a new perspective to reading, and I think that kids will be more imaginative when they read, and they'll feel more of the character and act out the scenes in their mind.
They're able to understand the story, to feel connected to it, to feel like I'm somebody who makes things just like these people on the stage make things, which I think is really just incredibly empowering.
It's greatly benefited our school. It's benefited our students, and we've seen great success and improvement in our student writing.
And there's also lots of teacher development, which is really great. We have workshops that we're able to go to at different times during the year that Portland Ovations puts on for us.
We really go much deeper, and we look at either the art form or if there's a theme or a subject matter that needs investigating. So one of the big projects we did was called Who's Hungry, which is a puppet theater work, adult puppet theater, and it was really about giving a face to people who are hungry.
When they brought that piece into Portland, it just seemed like we had to make sure that it made sense in this town and that we could involve as many people as possible who are thinking about hunger.
When we heard from Portland Ovations about this Who's Hungry opportunity, it really fit right in with some of our priorities. So tough messages to get out there, but they're important, and to be able to do that through an arts audience is different for us, but it proved really effective. We had a great experience working with Portland Ovations.
The way that Portland Ovations has brought stakeholders in the community together has been just so inspiring, and to have audiences then also be part of that dialogue is really exciting.
One of the things that we did as part of the performance was working with our partners here in town, made a real menu of actions of people could take this and say, okay, here's things we could really do right here, right now.
I hadn't seen that much done using these media to raise your awareness of something that's politically important, socially important to our community.
Partnerships we have feel really lively and strong. So we do a lot of work with the Portland Public Library or with the Telling Room, a lot with the schools, with different cultivating communities, all kinds of groups. What I find is that everybody's really excited to make sure that whatever happens on stage it's not just on stage.
We've taken our Young Writers and Leaders students to Portland Ovations performances, and they've made that possible for us by subsidizing tickets to the shows. For the group of students that we take, there are 15 refugee and immigrant English language learners, and so it's really important for them to see people of color succeeding in the performing arts and creative expression in the community, and they're just hugely valuable partners.
I mean, some of our partnerships have included like the music department at North Yarmouth Academy that's very involved in 317 Main, which is a community music school. And we've been able to connect with them, for example, when Bad Plus was here.
They're one of my favorite groups in the world, and it was exciting to have them play at Hanford Hall last night with the whole multimedia thing, and then to get a chance to have them here today so that we can listen, to them talk about their process and their background as artists. I know as a teacher, my students really got an enormous amount out of it.
So excited that I had this opportunity.
We've brought in Tony Trishka, who's a really fantastic banjo player. So he was really a part of the program with the kids. The kids were able to come and perform, their parents were there, so it was really this total mix-up of serious amateur musicians being able to work with really serious professional musicians. And again, it was one of those things where Tony Trishka, all these musicians who come, really talk about how much that means to them, too. It's really about enriching the community and building new connections between people and making them really glad that this is their home. And we're really glad we're here and things happen here in new ways.